Hey, I'm making this video because I've had so many requests from all you lovely people on my channel asking me what diet I'm on. So I'm going to talk today about what I think that means. Welcome to Shape Fixer. I am Andrew Tunstall. I'm a nutrition coach. I'm a lifestyle coach. I'm a middle-aged man with all sorts of aging and health issues just like you. Right, where do we start? I don't like the word diet. Diet to me sounds restrictive. Firstly, it sounds like you're giving up something and you're suffering. It sounds like it's something temporary, and very often it is, especially if you are giving up things that you like. And I don't like labels. I don't want to call myself a, insert noun here, vegan, carnivore, pescatarian, fruitarian, this, that, or the other, whatever, because all those definitions have rules, and I don't like to live by rules. I like to live by principles. So I am more interested in nutrition than diet, according to the definition of what being on a diet means. So I am not on a diet. Now, obviously we're all different, and our body chemistry is different. Our circumstances are different. What we can afford is different. What we like to eat is different. Some of us are intolerant or allergic to certain things. I am not lactose intolerant. I'm happy eating dairy. Other people can't touch it. What did I say? What you can afford, ethical considerations, religious considerations, where you are in the world, it all comes into it. It isn't just the science. Now, I like to start with the science. So some things are quite obvious. Smoking is very bad for you. Sugar is very bad for you. Some of these things are pretty much go without saying. But some things are maybe not very good for you, but they're not that bad, where other things are really bad and will kill you. So you need to also make a judgment and decide how far you want to go with your nutrition. Okay, I'm not saying diet. There's no diet here. If you want to identify as a vegan or a carnivore, or which are probably the two ends of the spectrum, absolutely fine. If it works for you, that's brilliant. That's what you want at the end of the day, is to be healthy and happy. So I have no problem with that. I just don't want to do that because I don't want to restrict myself to a bunch of rules. Now, apart from all those personal things, the philosophy around mixing and matching and understanding the science and learning and constantly learning, because once you may really make up your mind about something, your knowledge, which depends on ongoing learning and adjusting and adding to, if you lock that in, it becomes a belief and then it doesn't shift. And you can't learn anymore. It becomes very difficult. And this is one of the problems we're having at the moment, trying to educate people to change the way they eat because of so much bad science from the 1970s and 1980s. And yet, especially in the older generation, like my generation, there are these beliefs about grains or carbohydrates or complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates and fat and all these. They're beliefs now. So it's really, really difficult to break through and get people to take the new science on board. And that applies, unfortunately, to medical professionals as well. Not always, obviously, but in a lot of cases. So, get to the point, Andrew. What do you eat? Okay, I'm not on a diet. Okay, I eat, generally speaking, very, very low carbohydrates. They are sugar. I've done a video on carbohydrates and why they're sugar. All of them are sugar. Don't fall for the complex carbohydrate, simple carbohydrate nonsense. It's sugar. Okay, there are two basic sugar molecules in our food source. Well, three, but galactose isn't very common. It's mostly glucose and fructose, which is sometimes known as fruit sugar. Those are the two. Even table sugar, which is called sucrose, is actually one of these molecules and one of these molecules clipped together. So it's a little double molecule, glucose, fructose. Stick them together, sucrose, table sugar. Brilliant, two molecules. Sometimes they get linked together in 3s or 4s or 10s or 20s, and these chains are called complex carbohydrates. What's the deal? It's sugar. The first thing that happens to that chain of sugar molecules when it gets in you, whether it's pasta or bread or wherever it is, it breaks down and breaks apart, and there you have a stomach full of sugar. So this is complex carbohydrate thing is nonsense. Carbohydrates are sugar. That's what they are. So I don't eat those much. Okay, now I'm going to admit that I buy ice cream for the whole family every Friday. Because why? Because our nutrition needs to be sustainable and we like it and it makes us happy. And it's almost like a reward. And I get that it's not a good idea and it's not healthy. I know that. If I were to try never have another ice cream for the rest of my life, yeah, I think I'd go nuts. I think my kids would leave home. So it's not going to happen. It's under control. Obviously, not eating carbohydrates means I don't eat grains, and that's a good thing because it's they're very inflammatory. But I'm not limiting myself to plant foods or animal foods. I mix them up. I do eat vegetables. I eat green vegetables in particular. There are a lot of nutrients and minerals and vitamins that you can get out of green vegetables. Now, some people who are carnivore will say I'm completely wrong. They're terribly inflammatory. They're very unhealthy. Maybe they are for you, and you're a carnivore and you're happy with it. Maybe you can afford to buy steaks and fish for all your meals. Some people can't. So that's fine. I get that and I have no problem with that. I eat vegetables. I eat meat. I eat a lot of eggs, fish, chicken. Okay, class that under meat. Cheese, cream, butter, eggs. I cook with butter and I cook with olive oil. I avoid the trans fats like the sunflower oils and the other seed oils because they've been manufactured in a factory, and trans fats are quite toxic and they've been constructed chemically to make the food last longer on the shelf. Those are really bad and they've been shown to be carcinogenic as well. I'm going to do a video on fats, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. I haven't got around to it. I'm going to do one anyway soon. So please just stay close to the channel and stick around until you can find it. I'm also going to put everything I'm saying down here in the video notes. So I'm kind of waffling and winging it, but it will be written there in a coherent kind of way. The point about nutrition is to be healthy and make sure that what you are eating has all the nutrients that you need, and to the extent that it might not, then you might need to supplement, and that's absolutely fine. But if you eat to control inflammation and to prevent obesity, so if you can control your weight and your inflammation, those are the two markers that will lead to seriously bad health outcomes. So don't eat inflammatory foods and don't eat foods that are going to make you obese. In other words, carbohydrates. So become a fat burner, not a sugar burner. If you're a sugar burner, you can't be a fat burner and you will end up with obesity and fatty liver disease and heart disease and all those other things. And that's basically all there is to it. So what we want to do is debate, look at the science, keep looking at it again, listen to each other, hear each other, respect each other, and work out what's going to be the best for you. Make you the healthiest, make you the happiest, make you the most comfortable, and be something that you can actually sustain over a period of time. Okay, we don't all have to identify as a thing. So let's focus on nutrition rather than picking a diet off the shelf or off the list, and we will be much better off for that. Thank you so much again for your support, and thank you so much for watching. Please stay engaged with this channel because it's new and it's really going well, and I am loving this engagement. So comment down below, tell me I'm wrong, tell me what you think, question everything I say, because I don't know everything. Who knows everything? Nobody knows everything. So give me other things to think about, and if you give me enough to think about, I'll make another video for you. Thank you again so much.